The streak for the Florida Panthers is over. Feels good to say. Very happy to see the Hurricanes get the win this game against a white-hot Florida Panthers team. In Carolina, they hadn't been struggling, but they had come back down to earth a little bit since their winning streak. So it was nice to see them get a much-needed win over Florida and shake their confidence, which will make them hard to get back to that crescendo that they had been on as we approach the playoffs. To me, biggest win of the season, because this was by far the biggest game of the season so far, and we're competing with them in a playoff spot, and the fact that we won, which is beautiful. Now I will address the controversy over the past two games. I wanted to kind of try and ignore the referee drama a little bit, but it came up again today. Look, I always have the mantra of the referee misses a high stick when Jordan Staal is still bleeding, which I don't know why the refs can't call it after the fact when they have called a high stick that drew blood after the fact, but in this case they didn't. Or they blow the whistle before the puck goes in the net. I've had to deal with that one myself a lot. I've had to deal with refs not seeing high sticks. It's a fast game. They're not going to be able to get everything, and not everything's going to be done right. And it's annoying when it happens, but you got to play through it to me. And the one today I didn't find egregious because, 9 out of 10 times, that puck's covered there. The goalie reaches down, but a Hurricanes player happened to get the smart move and able to get the puck out before it's covered, and the ref didn't see it. It happens. And you know what Carolina did? They played through it. They did exactly what they needed to do, and they played through that play. So that's the end of that. Then moving on to plowing ahead. I think, Carolina, to me, this was the first time all season where I've been very confident with the Hurricanes play over the full 60 minutes. I felt Carolina had a solid full 60 minutes. Did they give up a little one breakaway too many? But Carolina was pushing to score there as well. And when you push to score that as much as Carolina was there, they're going to give up a few breakaways, which resulted in the 2 goals. However, Carolina stuck with it, drew penalties themselves, all good calls by the referee, nothing egregious against the other team. Actually, the interference penalty where Jake Bean stepped up to the guy, I didn't think that was a penalty, but that being said, it was borderline. It could have been a penalty, could have not. If I was officiating, I would have personally let that slide. However, I don't. I mean, you could call that either way, and the referee called it as a penalty. So, fair enough. That's what happens. Sometimes it depends on the ref, which is unfortunate. But I don't know if that'll always be the way it is, because an incidental contact in one ref's eyes can be interference in another ref's eyes, as long as the referee himself, which Wes McCauley hasn't been. I don't have as long as they're consistent, which admittedly Wes McCauley hasn't really been, but I don't think Wes McCauley always struggles with penalties, but that's just me. So Carolina played through it. They came into the third with down by a goal against a white-hot team, and a goalie who was playing fantabulous. Don't know why I just said fantabulous, but was playing fantastic. And, and Carolina managed to score 3 goals in the third period. 2 of them empty nets, admittedly. 2 of them empty nets. But, that Jordan Staal empty netter was actually kind of nice. So, they came in, they did what they needed to do. And, that's you can't ask more from a hockey team. I felt like the entire team played well. There wasn't a weak link. And, as Carolina moves forward, it'll be interesting to see what they do at the trade deadline. Who would I give Hurricane of the game to? I truly want to give it to Dougie Hamilton. I've criticized Dougie Hamilton. I wouldn't say a lot, but I have pointed out that I don't like his defensive downside. This game, yeah, he made one mistake on the play that resulted in a goal, but you know what? That was the only mistake he made. And other than that, he was solid. He was pinching at the right times. He was coming back to play defense. So I've complained a lot about Dougie Hamilton's defensive downside. Never questioned his offensive upside as a defenseman, because I'd be a fool to. So, and today I felt like Dougie Hamilton not only brought the offensive upside, he also stayed back and played back a little bit. So I'll give it to Dougie Hamilton because I was gonna give it to Dougie Hamilton, but man, Mrazek for the second game in a row. Just phenomenal goaltending in back-to-back games. Mrazek is like, hey, you guys like the job Reimer and Nedeljkovic are doing? People I know like the work Nedeljkovic has been doing more, but I've actually liked some of the work Reimer's been doing in that. Obviously, Nedeljkovic has been the more solid goaltender. Mrazek's like, yeah, no, that starting position is mine. And if we have three goalies right now, we have three goalies. It makes the rotation a little bit easier. I think one of them is definitely trade bait, and it looks like it's Reimer, which is unfortunate because I think I prefer Reimer over Mrazek just as my personal favorite. But yeah, Mrazek this season has, when he's injured, has played better than Reimer. So if you're going to trade one, it might be Reimer. So, I wouldn't, although unless you can get more out of Mrazek, but I don't think you trade Mrazek right now, not the way he's played the past two games. So, but yeah, comment down below. What did you guys think about the game? I personally thought Carolina played really well. Obviously, they did. They won 5-2. And, that's what more can you ask? So, Carolina pulling a Brock Lesnar tonight. And I'll see you guys. Damn it, Jonathan. Sorry. I know I did it again. But you know what? It's 1 in the morning. So, see you guys Thursday for another game versus Florida. And then we have the Detroit Red Wings for another Svechnik Cup, which eventually I'm not going to be able to be counting those anymore, but I think it'll be Svechnik Cup 3, Baby Don't Hurt Me, on Saturday, I assume, because Thursday, yeah. But anyway, see you guys then. Oh, and if you guys like the content I'm producing on the channel, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.